One question I get asked a lot, and this is a really popular thing, and the whole idea of multiple relationships, and you'd be surprised, you probably don't get this question as often as I do, because you are a woman, so I think a guy would probably filter what he asks.
Of course,
you.
no, I understand.
Guys ask about, how do I have a harem of like 5 women who all know about each other, who all have sex with me and each other? I think that is somewhat unrealistic, but let's say a guy does want to date multiple women. What's the female perspective on that, and how can a guy do that effectively?
Well, I actually do get asked that question a lot. I thought you were going to go somewhere a little bit more extreme.
Okay.
But yeah, I get that question a lot, and I say handle it with grace and style and don't brag. It's basically it. It's like, again, these are your decisions. This is your life. And if somebody does come along that you want to, that makes you want to get rid of those other people, then that's your choice. So if women ask you, are you dating other women? You can say, I'm exploring options right now. I want to see what works best for me in the long run because I want to do it properly with someone special. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Like, again, handling the tension. Like, I have this one client right now who a year ago when he started working with me couldn't even go up and approach a woman, and now he's writing to me saying, I have so many problems because I had this woman over for dinner who had invited me over to cook me a meal, and another woman called, or no, sorry, she came over to his house. Another woman called and left a message on my machine and said that she was, free on Thursday, and this other woman freaked out about it. What do I do? And I said, you smile. You smile and you handle it with grace. You are allowed to date as many women as you want. Doesn't mean you're an asshole. Doesn't mean you're a player. Doesn't mean you're a jerk. If you get nervous when she asks you, because first of all, it's none of her business who else you're dating. Right. But if you get nervous and crumble, then you're not going to be going back out with her for a second date. But if you stay strong and hold on to the fact that you're a great guy who's exploring his options, then you're going to get a second, a third, and a fourth date from her. Because now she wants your attention. Right. She wants your soul attention. So I think it's fabulous. If you can date a whole bunch of people and see what's out there for you, do it. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not a jerk for doing it. Enjoy women. Don't use women and don't manipulate them and don't lie to them. But be a good person and a nice guy.
Right.
And explore your options.
Right. Yeah. For example, I just started dating someone new recently, and she asked me, and I don't, necessarily like getting this question, but she asked me, when's the last time you had sex? And I was, I was honest. I was like, last weekend, and she was so surprised by the honesty of that. She said, every other guy she's ever asked that would say like, oh, it's been a year.
Of course. You're just like, oh, really?
I haven't had sex in a year, and she was so impressed with the honesty. Most guys intuitively, they might say, they might have the inclination to maybe pretend it's been like months or something and that they're available. But the honesty is good as long as you're not doing it in a way to try to hurt her, make her more jealous.
Exactly.
I mean, after all, she did ask the question, so she should be prepared for any answer.
Exactly. I completely agree with you, and I think that is a very sexy answer.
Mm-hmm.